direct trajectory.
Direct trajectory.
Right up into
Red
stardom.
leather, yellow leather.
Absolutely. Wow, you're good at that. Wow.
Seashell? No. She sells seashells by the seashore.
See, I should do those things before
Right?
a Paw Sox
Red
game.
leather, yellow leather.
Absolutely.
Red leather, yellow.
I'm a real girl.
I'm a real boy.
I got no strings to hold me down. Oh, that's the clip that's going to make the preview.
Yes!
Well, we're in a carpooling with Ben today. Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 75, but this will be episode number 1 on Greatest Hits. Absolutely. From the Road Show and also the Boston Bruins, your in-host arena. Ladies and gentlemen, Michaela Johnson is here. I mean, we have...
This is awesome.
This is so fun because you and I have known each other since your start at the Road Show. Mm-hmm. You're an East Providence native.
Yeah.
You are in the East Providence Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Sports Hall of Fame.
That was awesome.
And
that was really cool.
And people may not realize this, but you were the first person in the history of the Harlem Globetrotters to absolutely nail the 4-point shot. Not a 3-pointer, a 4-pointer. You stunned the entire team.
I think I stunned myself.
That was at the dunk.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like... You were, the video is awesome because you're just like, and you're running around. The guys are like picking you up like you're like this conquering hero. It was the greatest thing.
It was so nuts, and it was all like part of their show. Right. So they said, we have this 4-point shot. Well, I'm going to challenge you to this, and if you hit it, dinner's on me or whatever.
I hope they paid up.
They never did.
Globetrot, Globy.
But it was totally out of fun, and so I hucked this thing from almost half court, just praying I don't want an air ball. I don't care if it slams off the backboard and goes awry, and it went in, and I feel like I blacked out. I ran around. I think high-fived everyone.
You might as well 5-5'd everybody in the dunk. I mean, it was that epic.
The place went nuts because I don't think anyone was expecting.
Here's the best part.
It.
The Road Show is on WPRI 12, a CBS station. Mm-hmm. NBC and ABC both ran that highlight.
Did they?
They did. It was that good. So it's like you just crossed all the space. It was great. You were equivalent to a Super Bowl victory. Like it was that amazing. So,
I wouldn't go that far, but thank you.
Well, but you have a great sports background. You have a wonderful background here in Rhode Island media. So how did you get your start? I mean, for those who don't know, it was a fateful day. What, in 2010?
2010. Yeah. So I had actually graduated college that same year and studied. Studied communication and wanted to go into this. And then after I graduated, I went out to California and I worked for the X Games. Just doing, I was what they called a runner. So you did a little of everything. You were there for the setup, breakdown. If someone needed a tape for a highlight, you were running here, there, and everywhere. Saw Tony Hawk in passing. So that was really cool. I mean, to be
Tony.
in that element. His bodyguard almost took me out.
Why?
Because he was thirsty one day after he had hip surgery or something, and he was really thirsty after he was leaving because he does commentary for the X Games, and I knew where we stashed different coolers of water bottles. Yeah. So as I was coming running back, I wasn't thinking of it, but this bodyguard just hears like the thumping of someone running after Tony Hawk, so he throws his arm out, and I was just... There I am, nervously shaking. Here, Mr. Hawk. Yeah. But then after that, this whole search for a star contest came up for the Road Show. Yeah. And I figured it was worth a shot. I didn't tell anyone I was doing it.
Really?
Yeah. I swapped shifts with someone at the gym I was working at. Okay. And went to Twin River for the first interview. That was. And I just figured, take my chances.
That was the audition tape that launched everything because you're in year number 7.
Yeah. 2018 is year number 8.
That's so great. You've done a great job with it. The show has grown, and you've done so many different things, so many opportunities. You've met so many great people. Yeah. You've gotten to play basketball. Okay. You've gotten to play basketball with Magic Johnson.
There are certainly pinch me moments.
Yeah. Yeah. That was one of them.
Whether it's people I meet or like the opportunities we have, or sometimes when you go out on shoots and you know, if you go somewhere and you're covering a story and you want to highlight something, they might, you know, let you in a back room of some place or let you go somewhere that like the public normally doesn't get that opportunity.
Right.
Which is awesome.
Yeah. And you get to do that. That was part of the Jeffrey Osborne Classic.
Yes.
Which you've...
That thing is so cool.
They do, which is a great charity, great organization. They do wonderful work for people, for kids, students.
Yeah. And he brings it back home.
Yeah, absolutely.
He could do any sort of tournament in LA and make it convenient for a lot of these guys to just like, you know, take a drive to play golf.
Sure.
But they're taking flights, and I always said it speaks volumes of their relationship with him.
Oh, totally. And he works hard at it.
Guy.
Absolutely. So you've done all these amazing things. Where did you go to college?
Bridgewater State.
Okay, so
Bears.
nearby.
Home of the Bears.
Absolutely. And you played, because I mean we've talked about a few different things about basketball. You've played basketball, and you've been, I mean, you're very much into athletics. You're the in-arena host now at the TD Garden. For the Bruins.
I love it.
This is your second year doing that.
This is my second season with them,
I have had friends text me after going to a Bruins game the last 2 years and saying, I think I saw your friend Michaela there. I'm like, on the Jumbotron? Yeah, you did. You did. What is that like? That's a fun.
That's really cool. So that I like because I just announce all the fun stuff, which is good, right? Like all those contests, or when you see the little helmet shuffle, and I give away prizes the whole night, which is
why wouldn't people
really fun. It's basically a way for them to tie, you know, either their sponsored things or their marketing, but to make it more eventful for those in the crowd. So anytime if you're watching a Bruins game on TV and you would see a commercial, I am in the arena.
You are the in-arena
continuing the show there.
Right, because in between the periods, it takes a little bit because they got to run the Zamboni, and it's a little bit longer than, say, in between quarters of a football game or a baseball game in between innings. So this is
it's like a halftime for football, like the same amount of time. It's
absolutely. And Katy Perry's not performing; it's Michaela Johnson,
right?
Which is
really
quite honestly a lot better than Katy Perry. If I had to ask.
God.
So, what is coming up for you in 2018? You've got, I mean, so many different things happening. What's coming up for you, whether it be professionally, personally? What's going on?
Well, still continuing with the Bruins, which is awesome, and the road show.
Yep.
Obviously.
I feel like we're in a mobile road show set because we've got the Dunkin'.
I know. Well,
we got Nairobi. We got Cardi's back there.
My family is all about the road beverage, Ben. This is regular black coffee, by the way. Let me clarify
iced coffee on the coldest week of the year today.
But sometimes when you want a nice sometimes I don't want a hot beverage. And I will say, if I'm driving, I will get iced over hot because you can't reheat hot in the car. This will just last.
There are cup holders that are heaters now, though.
Really?
There are. Very few, but there are cup holders that
Not in the car I'm driving.
Well, you know, we got to work on that. Audi, BMW, Lexus, Bentley.
There you
Sponsor
go.
this chick.
Yes, please. I could use
all of you at the same time.
Something with four-wheel drive in the winter would be nice.
You're doing fine. You're doing just great. So what else is...
2018 is a very exciting year. Aside from work and like continuing to grow and both of the things that way, I'm getting married.
Al, you are the man. You are the man, Al.
I think that's the first time I've said it. I'm not one to like make announcements on the show about my personal life. I like to share with the viewers, but I also don't want to. I think everyone can relate to that, though. Like, you share enough.
Sure. And
then you also need to still have, like, your personal life.
No, absolutely.
And I don't want to expose other people to, you know, my world of sharing about your life, especially if they don't want to.
Right.
You know, certain family members.
Sure.
And now, God, you put anything on Facebook and they own it. So you don't know what's going to happen to any of that stuff.
All that stuff is, you know, it's out there. And sometimes people don't know where the line is.
Right.
I think for you, being a female in broadcast media, you, unfortunately, like many women, you get a lot of
crap.
Yeah, I mean, just stupidity, whether it's emailed to you from viewers who think that they're some kind of expert in style and fashion and TV production, or...
Which clearly I am not. This is weekend Mick. I don't care. I go for comfort.
But that's the
I'm wearing jeans and a hat.
But you're a real person. I'm a real girl.
I'm a real boy.
I got no strings to hold me down. Oh, that's the clip that's gonna make the preview.
Yes.
But there are certain lines that people cross, and you have to be protective of that. But,
yeah.
I remember when I got the phone call from you that you got engaged. I was on a train.
When Ben says we're friends, we're legitimately friends.
On Facebook,
right.
Instagram,
no, you
Twitter.
know what I mean.
No,
like,
but really, no, absolutely.
Like,
you were at my wedding.
Yeah.
I have full plans on being there, and I will not tag being at the wedding until after the wedding because we don't want any of you creeps showing up. Okay, so back off. Now how are you gonna act?
I love you all.
Right.
To an extent.
Absolutely. Just like the status. That's all you gotta do.
Right.
But I was on a train, and I was on the train with my wife, and on a Monday, midday, I see Michaela Johnson is calling, and I'm thinking, this better be the phone call that I've been hoping for. Sure enough. Hi, Michaela. Hey. So I just wanted to let you know something. As you're saying that, I am like tapping my wife, like, this is it. It happened.
Weren't you on a train with circus performers?
I was on the final circus run for Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus. So I had to maintain my excitement a little bit because
so
it was a bit of an emotional ride.
Yeah.
A lot of great friends who worked there and still in touch with over the year, many years, and still to this day.
Yeah.
So I was just a little bit. I couldn't be like yes because it was a little bit rough. But I was so pumped for you as soon as we got off the train. When I called you, we were like, yeah, that's great. Yes. Oh, that's so great. We were so excited for you guys.
Thank you.
Al's a wonderful guy.
He's the best.
And really,
good family.
Your entire family is probably one of the coolest families out there. I mean, you guys get so behind an ice cream sundae bar, which inspired the ice cream sundae bar at Sue and I wedding.
Our family did?
Yes, absolutely.
Props to my mom on that.
That was the coolest Labor Day cookout ever. Mm-hmm. We were playing Pictionary in the backyard. It was so cool. So you have, not to dive into, but you have a great family, background. You have, your sisters are great
Very
people.
lucky.
Your parents are awesome. I've met, your grandmother. So it's so awesome to have a friendship and a relationship with you. And no matter who it is in life, you meet great people out there who are going to do great things. You're one of them. And I've told you always from the beginning, you're a rising star. You're meteoric. You're really on an amazing trajectory when it comes.
Can I come on for episode 76?
Absolutely.
This is what it is.
Hour number 4 of Carpooling with Ben, ladies and
gentlemen.
gentlemen. We've made our way into Maine because we've just driven a straight line. We don't turn
might
around.
As well. I can't believe the ice cream sundae bar was what inspired for your wedding.
Yeah. Because Susan wasn't big on having a cake, and I said, listen, I've seen how ice cream sundae bars work at cookouts. I think we can make this work. And there you have it.
It's so funny because my memories of you and hanging out with you are around food. A lot of them are. No, honestly, the milk. It's such a joke. When we first met you, the night of the Search for a Star announcement, when I found out that I had a job, you met all my sisters and my family, and you were drinking a glass of just like cold milk.
It was good.
How Santa of you.
Absolutely. Well, I'm working on that.
But between that and then when we went to the Providence Bruins game,
let me share with those folks at home how the Johnson family handles snacks at a Providence Bruins game, or any sporting event, I would imagine. Your brother-in-law, and myself, and you and your 2 sisters. So there's 5 of us. Literally, you guys said, all right, we're going to go to Stacks. I said, oh, do you, no, well, we got it. Each of you come back with one item in each hand. You sat.
It was a variety.
Yes. Oh, it was, there was nachos, there was pretzels, there was chips, there was popcorn,
whatever it was,
anything you can imagine. And literally, it was Ben, when something comes in front of you, take a little and pass it.
Yeah.
And I mean, this was better organized than most assembly plants.
It's
like,
a rotation.
this was the industrial revolution of snacks and food. It was amazing.
It's the snack rotation. You had to get it down.
That was it revolutionized how I go to sporting events, and which is great because most of the time I just go by myself, and so the snacks stay right in front of me. It's wonderful. Or with Sue, and we just pass it back and forth.
Yeah.
Although she tends to get this healthy stuff like the hummus and everything, which is fine.
Still good.
Absolutely.
But when you go to a game, you want like a game snack.
Doughboys.
Yes.
Powdered sugar and everything. It's so good for you.
I can't tell you how many kids at the Bruins games will have the little, cup of ice cream or something, and I get so hungry when they're
That's so great. So when you do the Bruins games, you're doing all these different events and everything. Have you seen a marriage proposal at these games?
No.
No Jumbotron marriage
not
proposals
yet.
Folks, what are you waiting for? The Bruins is a wonderful place.
We haven't had that request yet.
Okay. But it could.
But it totally could happen.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
You
gotta
believe.
Games.
You gotta believe.
Yes.
You gotta believe. What else is coming up in 2018? A wedding.
A wedding. Yeah, that's really on my. And my sister's getting married too.
That's right.
Yes.
So this is going to be awesome.
It's a double Johnson wedding.
Absolutely.
But not really. It's two separate times.
Yeah.
I get another brother.
Absolutely.
So that's pretty cool.
That's awesome. You've got a little niece.
I have a little niece.
She is adorable.
Oh my God, she's the cutest thing.
One of the smartest kids out there.
She's got it down. She's so funny. It's always Auntie Mick, Auntie Mick, Auntie Mick.
That's so great.
That's what she calls me, which I'm more than okay with it. And it's adorable now. Auntie Mick, pick me up. Hold me. With her arms out. You should have seen her on Christmas when she was opening gifts.
How great was Christmas?
Well, she's 2 now, and so this Christmas was obviously different than last year. She's starting to get it a little bit more.
Okay.
And who brought these presents? Santa Claus. Okay, so she's just picking it up. But anytime she was unwrapping something, before she would even know what it was, she would start ripping the paper and go, "Yay! Yay!" Like, I think it could have been anything in there. It could have been an empty box. And I think just the idea of unwrapping it, she was excited.
I'm going to have to try that when I watch my nieces. Just like hand them empty boxes of wrapping people. See, well, now they probably figure it out after a little bit and think Uncle Ben is like, ripping them off, and then it's like, all right, now you got to pay up.
Yeah.
People can catch you on the road show. They can follow the different things you do on Facebook.
On Facebook.
Michaela Johnson TV. Find her there. Follow her. Subscribe. Don't leave her creepy messages because you know what? Creepers get blocked.
Yes, and if you do, they probably won't get answered.
No.
They usually don't.
Absolutely, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. Don't be
There are
weird.
people out there, but I don't mind a friendly message.
No, absolutely. No, it's great, and that's a cool thing too. I mean, think about it growing up, because really, I mean, we're relatively close in age. We never knew who the DJs were. Coffee break.
Cheers.
2018, gonna be a good year. But think about it. We never knew what the DJs at radio stations looked like.
Oh my God, when I met Gio and Kit, I had no idea.
Absolutely. It was totally,
I saw them at a table in the mall one time.
And you're like, oh.
And it said 92 Pro FM, and I was like, oh, I guess that's them. You know what's funny? Will was probably there, but I didn't see him. Because I didn't go up to the table.
And Will being your co-host, I mean,
he's my TV husband.
He really has.
And Brendan is our kid.
Absolutely.
We bicker sometimes on set, and Brendan will always go, I hate when mom and dad fight.
Oh yeah, it's like, it's he doesn't know where to go. He's crying, he's nervous, it could be traumatic on him.
It's fun. They are 2 of my best friends.
But you guys have such a great time on there. You've gotten to do so many cool things.
And together too.
Yeah, absolutely, nice. which is fun. You guys work with so many great charities out there as well. Many wonderful organizations, and so it's all great. I mean, you really.
It is. It's a unique opportunity. It's something that I didn't think I was going to go into.
Really.
But now that I am, I couldn't see myself doing anything else.
That's so awesome.
Because it's variety.
Yeah.
So it keeps it fresh for me too.
What do you think is the biggest challenge for somebody? I mean, you went through the communications program at Bridgewater, a great school.
Oh yeah.
What are some of the biggest?
It's a university now.
Yeah. Well, Dun, 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 dun. It should have like classical music when you walk through. You have the hat and everything. University.
Yes.
It's universal.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Pinkies up.
What is the biggest challenge you think for students who may watch this? You know, getting out of high school and college, who maybe want to pursue a career in communications?
Internships are always good.
Yeah.
If you can get your foot in the door. I can't tell you how many people have taken a roadshow internship and gotten a job from it quickly.
Yeah, really.
Especially too, because think of the people who go through the door at our station.
Absolutely.
You might want to, give your card to someone or make a connection there.
Maintain
and then they
that
also
profile.
know that, they know our show, they know our station, and half the time some of the interns are then coming back to work at the station and producing or something.
Michaela, we've covered so many subjects, and that's just really...
This is an 8-hour episode.
Absolutely, and here we are, day number 2. The standoff continues. No, the people want to follow you. They should follow you on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You're all. It's great. You post some awesome photos and videos, some boomerangs from time to time over at the games.
I like a good boomerang.
Absolutely. Who doesn't?
Yeah, you just do something crazy and it repeats itself.
It's awesome. It's great. Loving social media. You're all over it. Folks, she is Michaela Johnson. She is just as awesome, if not 10 times more awesome than you've seen her in this episode of
I thought
Carpool
you were
with
going to say
Ben.
than you. I was like, that's really rude.
No. She's 10 times more awesome than I am.
She's 10 times more awesome than you.
That's right.
False. False.
Uh,
I think we've tried to wrap this up like 8 times and I keep wrecking it.
That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's over. Michaela, thank you so much.
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you. We keep it professional,
You're
strictly
just gonna
professional.
kick me out now?
No, I'll take you back to your vehicle. I won't leave you in the backwoods of Rehoboth. It's kind of weird over
I have
here.
errands to run.
Absolutely.